music, and here we are. Ta-da! We are back again for the first game in June. Can you really believe we're actually in June of 2021 already?
And are we doing XPs too?
We are absolutely doing XPs. That was going to be the next thing I brought up. So we have XP this month. Do we have any birthdays?
Not mine.
Nope.
Not here.
Okay. No worries. So that means we have a 1d4 plus 1. So if somebody wants to roll that.
Who has D4 handy?
I always have a D4 handy. Unless somebody else wants to roll it.
D4.
I think George just wants an excuse to use his Wormwood dice tower.
No, it's fine. Somebody else can roll it. It was more of like a
3. Nice.
Yep. So 4 total.
4 total. Awesome. So 4 XP. And as Todd aptly put it, as we were all joining the chat, the introduction pretty much is just Boondock Saints. There was a firefight because we stopped right in the middle of combat. So before we begin, obviously there's not a whole lot of recap we need to do. You guys are on the northwest side of town, up in the hills. Engaging the enemy, trying to save your friends who are trying to make their way away from this well-armed group of assailants. So before we begin, Dale, we'll start with you. What is your blood at currently?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see here. I have a total of 10 remaining out of a possible 14.
Okay. Rachel.
Let me take a peek here. I am at... I'm at 13 out of 15.
Okie doke. George, what you got?
I am at 7 out of 11.
Oh.
All
I don't
right.
remember how you tabulate blood, though.
Actually, that is a great question. 1 second. We may have to revise that for you. I don't know if that got updated correctly. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh. You have a lower jump?
You had a snack cake not too long ago.
Forbidden snack cake.
So forbidden people can see it in my soul.
We were joking.
Also, I'm not supposed to tell.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think I've looked at your soul lately.
I don't think I have veins anymore either.
Well, there's one thing I can promise you, Sophie. His soul has looked at you.
Uh-oh.
Did you forget what he feeds on?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
And what happened to Sophie not too long ago?
I mean, it's been a while.
It's not like you have blemishes.
That is true.
Yeah, so if I have that feeding restriction, is it just I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. Like, if somebody who gets a lot of plastic surgery done to make themselves look quote unquote beautiful, are they suddenly suddenly they're tastier to me, or
it means you can do it? Yeah.
Yeah, Benedict is
in a way it is kind of that superficial. But on the flip side, let's say for example you had someone in a herd, specifically the beautiful people herd sort of thing, and let's say they got to an automobile accident, jacked up their face, done, can't do it.
Wow.
They're no longer useful.
Also, any vampire will do. vampire blood does not have to be within your restriction.
Oh yeah, because it's apparently just that tasty.
What generation are you
I don't know. 'Cause,
now, George?
I'm 9th now.
Okay, so you have a total of 14 points.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's my max.
So
was 14.
so if you were max 10 and you had 7, you were at 14, you're now at 11.
Okay.
Okay, and Todd.
I'm at 10 out of 15. But-
Okey dokey.
I don't know where you're getting the blood pool from. Where?
It's based on your generation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I don't see like 11 and 14. I thought it was different than that. That's why I was
Well, because
confused.
my generation changed when I ate
Oh,
a
no,
dude.
no, no, no. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I'm misremembering it. That's my mistake.
No worries. I'm just wanting to make sure I know where everybody is at. All right, so we left off at the end of the combat round. The top of the round saw, or I should say, the bottom of the round saw Henri disappear, as well as the guy coming up from behind. So top of the round, it is them. You still have all but one of the NPCs, or I should say minions, to deal with. One of them got blowed up and turned into red vapor.
Jerome, I don't remember the order that we were going.
I do.
Can you? Okay.
So for the players, it starts off with Remus, then it goes to Damaris. Henri and Sophie are on the same round, and then Dale is last.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so Henri is not seen. That leaves Sophie, Dale, and Remus. Okay. Let's just make this fair. Damaris, would you like odd or would you like even?
Odd.
Odd. She is a little odd.
Don't know
Let's see.
what I'm doing.
See.
You're
Okay.
deciding which of us gets hit.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
I thought it was deciding I was going to get hit.
Partly.
No.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good prize.
The last one, Remus.
So
Why don't you give me odd or even?
no pressure. Let's do even.
Okay. All right. Okay, so to recap the quick descriptions, you have 4 guys, one of which is now dead. Look like your typical action movie flunkies with like tack vests and equipment and machine gun sort of look, sort of thing. And they're advancing. They're not quite as close. They're kind of trying to keep you at range, with their guns, and they're spread out a little bit. 2 of the guys who are advancing have these like real ratty, dirty looking overalls. One has a hockey mask on, the other one has an ape mask on. So the one guy with the hockey mask comes running up, and with like an axe handle maneuver, he is trying to pound Bernard straight into the ground, just like Hulk smash sort of impact.
Bernard.
Benjamin.
Ah, he's going to hit me so hard, I'm going to turn into a Bernard.
You don't want that. you don't want that. I'm making it so much more worse. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's not that I think that this player is even watching or whatnot, but we were involved. Brittany and I are involved in a werewolf game online, and there's this player playing a werewolf by the name of Bernard, and he is the best way to put it is his responses are pretty much cranked up to 11 to almost anything. So it's like
Okay.
if you ask him to do something, it's like I'm gonna do it, sort of thing. It's like if we're not supposed to threaten kid, I'm not gonna threaten kid, and it's like, holy crap, dude! Like the first scene we really saw him in, he raged and wrecked a hospital,
Oh, jeez.
all because somebody basically told him no.
Okay.
so,
Yeah. Gotcha.
so I don't
But
want to inflict that
but
on
in-
you, and I don't want to hit you so hard you turn into that, because that's just detrimental to the party. You're just gonna go around frenzy on everybody, and
True. That's true.
It could happen.
But
We-
in
we
fairness, how
basically
dare
turn
they
him in-
say no?
we basically turn him into Mr. Furious from Mystery Men or something. He's just like, I'm gonna go Pompeii on your butt.
I don't think a frenzied Benjamin could be really entertaining in this situation,
True.
as long
Possibly.
as I can run away.
Benjamin Benjamin's got a really cool head, so it'd be interesting to like see how he like maybe he's like one of those quiet ragers.
Guess we'll see.
Okay, so let me back up real quick and get the stats that I need. There we are. So he is just making a typical brawl check as he is trying to smash you as hard as he can. He does have his machete, but for some reason he's just wanting to try and turn you to pulp.
Yeah.
And thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I didn't see it. Sevish. Okay, thank you.
Yay.
All right. And are you going to try and dodge?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Just know that you will be down 1 die for whatever action you have your coming turn, but you're full dice right now.
Okay. All right. See a dodge. That's dexterity and athletics.
Yes. Dex and athletics. Oh, and make sure those of you who have the older character sheets, you scratch off the dodge trait and only use athletics.
That's me.
And the difficulty is
It's
6.
Always gonna be 6 unless you're trying to do something like really awkward acrobatic to it.
Okay.
Ninja roll.
I mean, you never know. There might be a justified reason to it, like you're just trying to bust a Jackie Chan or something and go up the side of a wall or something.
Right. All right. So I got 3 on that.
3. Okay. So good thing. So you rightly realize you don't know enough about what it is that you're going after, and you've already had enough experience back home in dealing with everything else that you don't fully understand to know I should probably give this a good couple of rounds and some distance before I really try to just jump in there. And when he does, the impact of the ground shakes. He's that strong. Like, you've actually never really seen this level of strong. He hit the ground and there's a divot. But you managed to hop skip a little bit back out of the way and surprise.
All right.
The next one comes up to Sophie. He's swinging his machete. You have 8 base. Would you like to dodge?
Please.
No, please and thank you.
And I add my celerity.
You will add your celerity, yes. If you are spinning a blood for it.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay. One success.
Okay. So he brings that machete up and slices at you. You maybe got distracted from the earth rippling that Benjamin jumped out of the way temporarily, so it kind of threw you off. As you catch that that machete right to your midsection. Just, I mean, impact and all. It's not just the severing. Like, you feel yourself get lifted off the ground a couple inches with the strike. Go ahead and roll your stamina, and if you have fortitude, you can add that as well. This is lethal. It's not actually activated. It's a straight up machete.
2.
Ooh, okay. 2. Oh, okay. Okay, 4 points of lethal. So that's smart.
Yeah.
So that means Remus and Damaris. So Damaris, Remus, you are you've got incoming gunfire.
Okay.
Okay, remind me as far as damage goes, like,
If it's not aggravated, it's always going to be 1 blood point per point. Doesn't matter if it's lethal or bashing for you.
I'm out, guys.
Jerome, are the two guys affected
Oh,
by my
you've already
presence?
taken. That's right. You guys have taken some damage. Oh, so you go.
Yeah.
She goes torpor. Boom.
Jerome, and those two guys, there were affected by presence. Are they affected still or no?
No, not at this point. Okay, so Damaris, what you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to roll. Stamina and fortitude.
If you want to just take it, you can. Otherwise, you're going to need to roll to dodge.
Oh, dodge. Okay.
I mean, you could be that badass. I don't know. I mean,
No, I'm sorry. So Dex and dodge, or just dodge?
it'll be athletic. It's going to be Dex and athletics.
Okay.
To dodge.
You said I have how many times do I have to roll?
Shit.
Once?
You only have to roll
Do I have a
once.
4 in
Well,
any
you're
of
only
these?
either
No.
way. You both are only going to be rolling once. This is if these guys strike you. Basically, there's 3
I got
strikes
4.
coming at you. 4. Okay. Ty goes to defender for the first one. And did the second guy manage to catch you? Oh, no. His gun jams. Okay, so you're good there. Okay, let's see if the guy catches Remus. You got 5, Remus? No. Okay, so for the most part, you guys are starting to jackrabbit and spread out. You're not really in your formation that you were anymore as the gunfire is starting to split you up. But thankfully, the only one that seems to have fallen is Sophie. That is their actions. You haven't seen anything from your mysterious person coming up from behind.
He disappeared.
He did disappear. So that leaves us with Remus at this point for the defending team.
Okay. Let's see. I want to. Would I be able to activate heightened senses on my turn and be able to do other stuff, or would
Yes.
that be it?
Nope, you can activate heightened senses.
Yes, I'd be. Okay. I would like to activate heightened senses. I want to see if I can tell if the guy who vanished is still there.
Okay.
Um.
So you're going to need to give me a wits and awareness check. That's going to be a difficulty 8 at this point.
Okay. Okay. Oh. I chose the wrong things to update last time.
That's okay.
I got 1 success.
Okay. You can't make
Yeah, I
out
got a 10.
anything. You can't make out anything, but your gut tells you he's still out there someplace.
Okay.
And you I mean, you're still in the middle of a firefight, so it's not like you can stop and just flat out study. But you're not picking up on any of the tells like you would if, say, Henri had gone invisible. You know enough, having been around Henri and his obfuscation, that you know if he would interact with like the wildlife or like bushes or something, like if he accidentally brushed up against it, it could knock him out of obfuscate. Meaning you might see like some grass pressed down or like trees.
Mhm.
You know, so you're not seeing anything like that.
Okay. Well, if I can't tell where he is exactly, then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to um who had the bags of blood?
Sophie.
Me. Oh, really?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Sophie had some.
Well,
Couple.
okay. Well, uh,
11.
I'm trying to think if it'd be better for me to engage the dude who just knocked her down. Probably that. I'm gonna run up to the guy who knocks Sophie down, and I'm gonna try to take him out with the with my claws.
Okay.
So is that Dex
Let-
plus Brawl?
it is, yes. 1 second.
Okay.
He does not actually see you advancing, so all you need is 1 success.
Oh snap! Okay. Am I down any dice because I dodged?
You will be down 1 die.
1 die. Okay. Trying to stay honest. Dex plus Brawl. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, or no, 5 successes.
needed
and,
1.
But I mean, if I only need 1 to hit him.
Yeah, you.
Okay,
you,
yeah, so I
you
definitely hit him.
clearly have got yes. So
Okay.
go
And-
ahead and roll your damage for your claws. It should be strength plus 2, I think, plus any potence that you might have.
I have 2 dots of potence.
Ooh.
So my strength is 5, so I'm rolling 7 dice or more dice?
Okay, so your strength is
You
what
said it
right
was
now?
5.
Okay, plus 2 for your claws.
Oh, okay.
And how much do you have on potence?
I have 2 dots of potence.
So that's 5 plus 2 plus 2.
9
Okay, so that's
dice.
9 dice.
9.
Okay.
Wow.
I was just making sure. I didn't want to roll 9 dice and be cheating.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why Sabat packs are really nasty, is they share that. And it doesn't take a whole lot to get some potence and wolf claws.
I got 5.
Oh God, okay. He knows you're there now. So you literally do the Wolverine thing where you're like running and just kind of like stick out your hand and keep running. So you just like swipe through his side as you just see like discolored blood kind of go spraying. And that's the first weird thing that you've seen so far. Blood is supposed to be blue if it's inside your body, or red if it's flying out because it hit oxygen. This really doesn't look quite like that.
Ugh.
But he groans. I mean, just like a person would that just took well over half their health in one hit.
Nice. I yell Berserker Barrage as I run past him. And I guess that'll be it for my turn.
Style points.
But
All
then,
right, so that was
ever
Remus.
since Jimmy, I've been looking up stuff.
Weapon X Barrage. All right, Damaris, you are staring down the
Okay.
barrel of 2 guns at this point, and they are clearly trying to keep you off center.
Okay. So, so there's one guy in front of me.
There are 2 guys in front of you. They're not
2?
quite within melee range because they have been firing on you with guns.
That's cool because are they within range that they both could catch on fire?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Not
Does one
unless
of them
you have like level 5 lure of flame.
I have level 4.
Let me take a look. Maybe.
It's a bonfire sized flame.
Blink. Let's see if it gives me like a radius or if it's just kind of keep it vague to bar.
Yeah, it doesn't have a. From what I'm looking at, I don't see a radius listed, but
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Oh, okay. So you still have to roll for purposes of attacking, and that gives you within 10 yards per success.
Okay. So go ahead and roll my wits and occult.
Down 1 die. Yes.
Down 1 die.
You attempted to dodge.
Oh. So 4 plus 4, 8 minus 1, so 7.
That's basically why some people who have like high fortitude and high stamina and whatnot, they're just not going to bother to roll. They're just going to keep going. They don't want the minuses to dice. They're just going to keep, absorbing it because they don't really have to. They're just going to pound on you when they get close enough.
Okay, I can't see because it's dark on this side. Okay. Difficulty 6 still or 7?
Difficulty is 6.
Okay. So takes away 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I got 5 on that one. I did get a 10.
Ooh, okay, and that's all you need.
6.
It's just the one, or the one roll, I should say. So yeah, you basically drop a. It's not close enough to catch them both, but you drop a bonfire on one. Basically, it's like those big college, like flint fires that they would have like out front, sort of thing. You just see like the area around this guy just go, and the whole area is now illuminated. There's scarcely any darkness right now. As you hear the haunting screams of this guy dying horrendously in a radius of just hellfire that erupts from nothing.
Do we need a Ross check from this unsuspected fire?
Not yet.
Okay.
The problem
Sorry,
with
guys.
said fire is it is out in the middle of nowhere
Mhm.
and there are trees,
Yeah.
which we did talk about that when you guys first came up here.
Yeah.
And within that first bonfire, you can already tell trees are starting to light up.
Awesome. I'll be the one responsible for burning down the entire mountainside.
Somebody better pick me up before
Hey,
you run.
Sophie dropped. I was avenging her, okay?
There you go.
There you go.
Vengeance shall
It's all
be
worth it.
mine. Okay, so we don't have to worry about Sophie right now. Sophie, you are in torpor on your round.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. Henri, it is up to you. You are currently hidden. I mean, you kind of see this all going. They haven't gone after you, obviously, because clearly nobody sees you at this point.
So I notice the blood color when Remus gutted that guy?
Given the fact that right after that, this fire illuminated the whole area, if you didn't see it right then, you can see his sides.
Okay, so then I got to change my action what I was planning on doing. So it's like, how close am I to one of the guys? I'm going stealth wise. I want to get in. Basically, I want to take my sword cane and put it up to his chin. Just a quick stab through, So
And thank you for that reminder, Brittany. Yes, he is. As nobody sees you, you have the capability of, so long as you get one success on an attack, you can get right up to either one of the guys that are attacking Benjamin or attacking Remus and close the distance to whatever it is you need to do.
I'm gonna get the uninjured guy that's attacking Remus.
Okay, that's the guy that's injured. The one that's uninjured is the one that's attacking Benjamin. He basically made a gigantic dent in the ground.
Then I'll go after that guy. Okay. So Dex melee, correct?
For your sword cane, yes.
I have one success, but I only need one. So
That's all you needed.
Okay, and so
your footing wasn't quite as sure as you hoped. You got a little anxious or whatnot, but you still got right up there and closed the distance right up to their face.
Okay, so it's strength +3 plus my potence, right?
Yes, and this is a sword?
Yeah, sword cane,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have any 4s. I got 3 10s, but I don't have anything with a 4 in it. So it's just
Oh,
so it
that's a
doesn't
bummer.
explode. Yeah.
Still a good
Alright, so
roll, but
yeah, it was a fantastic roll, but I don't have any specialties. So 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, so you, with your agility, whip that sword out and just lash it straight across the guy's face. And this is the one that was injured or not?
Not injured.
Not injured. Okay, so out of nowhere, Benjamin, you see Henri, the librarian,
Yes.
appear from nowhere and almost as deftly as Zoro would carve a Z in somebody's chest. He's like whoosh, and slashes the guy like right across the face for a really vicious looking gouge.
I'd like to
Nice.
And of course,
disappear at the end of the round too.
You also see the discoloration in the blood as it goes off the guy's face.
Okay.
And I want to obfuscate right after the stab. So stab, boop.
Okay, so you are attempting to obfuscate at the end of this round.
Yeah.
Dale, it is up to you.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go ahead and let's see. Is the bonfire, like, as far as positioning goes, the guy who now just got slashed in the face, is he directly between Benjamin and the bonfire?
He is, yes. Not
Okay.
maybe like directly, but it's big enough that
More okay, especially with like the fire spreading now
Mhm.
and whatnot, I guess. Okay. So I'm gonna try to dread gaze this guy.
okay.
Dread gaze him into the flames.
Okay. Not too
Okay.
shabby. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
And dread gaze, let me see. What is that?
Charisma, intimidation, difficulty, wits, courage.
Sweet. Okay.
I was just looking at doing that.
I thought about doing that last time.
Well, I thought I was going to stab the guy and then scare the hell out of him right after stabbing him. That's what I was.
Okay, so your difficulty is second. 7.
Wow. Okay. Darn, that canceled it. So no successes then.
Oh, okay. So you call your inner beast and hiss, and you and that was lethal, Remus. Oh, wait a minute. Did you get hit by the sniper or the
I got hit by the sniper
Okay.
because I wanted to make sure that I was marking my damage rate.
That would still be lethal.
Lethal. Okay.
You draw your inner beast. You're pretty sure that would have gotten a normal creature, but it's clear there's something malshapen and not normal about these things. Maybe even though he seems a little dense and dumb, maybe there's just some preternatural defense against something that would cause them to fear.
Yeah.
Which is kind of scary in and of itself. Maybe they're just bred not to be afraid. Don't know.
Okay.
With that, Colin ends up yelling something, and there's a bright flash of light. Thank God. Okay, so
Well, that's right. I always forget that it's nighttime.
and you're a
Be
vampire?
a shorter fight if you're fighting today.
Well, I mean, there is a big ass bonfire going. So it might
That's
be hard to tell.
impressive that you go the entire night forgetting that it's nighttime. It's like it's okay during the day.
Don't forget that it's nighttime. I
No, I
forget
know.
that it's dark and we can't see in the dark.
No, I know. I'm just so.
Except I could.
So Colin, seeing Sophie goes down, he yells something out in some arcane language. Not even too sure what it is. but whatever it was, it called a lightning bolt, and you see something like arc off of his hands, very similar to what you might see other sorcerers do, with blood magic. So it doesn't seem terribly different there. But electricity arcs off of him and strikes the big guy, who actually was turning to focus on Remus at that point, and the energy strikes off the guy's back, leaving this gigantic burn mark, and he ends up toppling.
So that's 3 down then, right?
That is yes.
That means there's only 2 more.
Bottom
be
of
4 because
so-
blow it.
bottom of the round. Henri, give me a wits and awareness check. Difficulty 8.
I don't even have awareness on my character sheet.
Oh, okay. And that happens. It's not it actually is not common really to pick up, which is why it's an option. So it's just going to be wits.
All right.
I think it's just because he has an old sheet.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It actually isn't on the new ones either.
It's on
I
mine.
have one that
Is it
has
on
it on
yours?
there. Yeah. I purposely picked a dot in it because I had this issue before.
It's on the V20 sheet.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, still,
But-
it's not. I mean, it's not common. But so, did you have points in dodge and athletics?
No, just dodge.
Oh, so
No
you didn't have,
athletic.
you didn't have it. Okay. I was going to say because Rachel had points in both. I was going to say if you had points
Yeah.
in both, you could just shift whatever point you had in like dodge or athletics and put it to
Oh,
wins
yeah,
for it too.
Not on, I've had it in other characters, but not on this character.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Is it difficulty 6 or 7? I'm sorry.
Difficulty 8.
8.
Oof.
Oh,
Yes.
0.
0. Okay. So you're just caught up with how proud that you slashed this guy. That worked out extraordinarily well for Henri. That was like if you had one of those cameras that Robert keeps talking about, that would have been the perfect selfie moment that he's been talking about. Like you just bam, like tagged that guy. You almost like kind of did one of those like turn expecting like somebody was filming you. Like that was a proud Henri moment. Just whack. Got that guy's attention. Yeah.
You take my selfie for me.
There you go. Or I get the selfie stick while I'm fighting, sort of thing. But so as you did that and you slash him and you're like, you're in a combat pose because you're pretty handy with a sword in a combat. Despite the fact you're about ready to go invisible again, you're just like, okay, I'm going to get ready to stab this guy. From the reflection in your blade, you end up seeing somebody leap out from it, and it's a full werewolf form, and he's slashing at you.
He's leaping out of the blade.
Yes.
Oh, geez, it's a reflective surface.
Yep.
Yikes.
Oh man.
Hey, gosh.
So unfortunately, you didn't. It was one of those like you all of a sudden saw a spider at the last second. It's like, oh shit. So go ahead and do you have fortitude?
I don't.
Oof, okay. Ouch. Alrighty. Well, we'll see how this goes. Give me a second. Shit.
Oh my goodness. I might be joining you there, Sophie.
Please don't.
Oh man. I'm gonna set this whole mountainside on fire for you guys. Just saying.
As long as we're not in it with you.
I'll pull you out.
Damaris
Somehow.
just starts pulling an Oprah, and she's like, "Fire for you, and fire for you, and fire for you." Just
Hey, you may increase my appearance. I might go from a 0 to a 1 after this. So.
And why is that? Because chicks dig scars.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lucked out, and yeah, no, I mean, Krynos. I know you're very familiar with werewolf, so
Yeah.
So he jumps out of there, and this is the first time really. I'm actually the only people who really caught this based on the action is Benjamin and Henri. And Benjamin, even you haven't seen this, like just out of the reflection, just someone
Right.
almost almost Matrix-like, just leaps out and just gouges Henri right across the chest, which prevents you from going into obfuscate. It was 4 ag, but you are still, unless you've taken more damage, you are still standing.
No, this is my first time I've taken damage.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought.
And you can't soak ag. That's right.
Not without fortitude.
3 and 4. I'm at -2.
Man, I was really hoping it would be Noah.
Top of the round.
Oh,
No,
we
Dale,
can't heal.
Dale, you get to act, right? Or did you act?
He went.
I just recently.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Dreadgates, yes. Okay, so top of the round. That was the werewolf. We have 2. Yeah, we still have 2 guys that are firing. The one guy clearly saw that Damaris brought down the fire, so you end up seeing him like cock something to his rifle, and you hear a thump.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh no.
I can hear that.
Oh yeah, you're able to hear that.
Try to dodge.
Okay.
That's like we play video games.
Actually, so if I dodge again, I'm down another point.
No, it's top of the round.
Oh, okay.
No, that's only the reason why it does that is because in essence you're trying to do more than one thing in the same round. So people without celerity, like you can still keep trying to dodge, but it's like those fight scenes where people keep dodging, but as they're dodging, the guy is just getting closer and closer. Even if you're that good, eventually somebody's going to wind up hitting you. You know, a good way to illustrate that are those Jackie Chan films, right? Like, but yeah, maybe he can roll and dodge and duck, but every so often, because he fights so many people, somebody catches him, you know, in that basically that combat round because he only has so many dice to dodge.
Got it.
Okay, so you are, I take it at this point, trying to jump out of the way?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so that's 3, 5. Okay.
Sorry, I guess I should mute.
3.
You're fine. Okay. So you heard that and you saw something kind of glint from his rifle. You jump and you hear this like a loud slam as he launched a grenade at you, but you thankfully managed to jump enough out of the radius that it blows up and hits Henri with some dirt, no damage, just like
Cool.
just peppers him and Benjamin, with like loose gravel and grass and whatnot. The fire is starting to spread. Those of you who are in melee combat are going to have to start worrying next round. That is how quickly it's spreading because it's dry out here and there is enough dry brush and trees. Top of the round, those are the NPCs. Fired. Benjamin. Screw that noise. Zorro. Big man is trying to pound you into the dirt.
Zoro?
Yeah.
Oh.
Henri.
That's me. I'm trying to unmute and I'm turning my video off instead. I'm like,
Basically, the guy with the hockey mask comes over and it's like, "Argh!" Because little man poked him and poked him good. Are you attempting to dodge?
oh yeah.
Okay. He's like, hell yeah. Screw that noise. I don't want him touching me.
Okay, so I have 4 dice, but I'm subtracting 2 because I'm wounded. 1 success.
1 success. Okay, so he does manage to punch you and quite hard. However, you do get to roll your stamina for this because it is just lethal.
Okay. 0 successes.
Oh,
I got a 2 and a 3. It's like,
oh, you lucked out. Okay, so you take 1 point of lethal damage, but the impact, You actually hear this guy connect with Henri, and it actually sends him sailing like 5 yards away from you.
Yeah.
So again, reinforcing the fact, Benjamin, you don't want to get hit by this guy. So
Right.
he ends up kind of doing a favor to Henri. Like he connects. Henri kind of tried to roll a little bit with him because he was already in his stance and not the face. And so he ends up getting caught in the shoulder, but he ends up like ungracefully getting thrown back like 5 yards.
Got it.
Which leaves you with the werewolf standing here, which probably isn't a better situation, but
No, definitely not.
Go past Benjamin. Do I like just fly backwards past him?
what's that?
Do I fly backwards past Benjamin?
No, you fly away from it. Like you fly, you fly 5 yards away. So you go up and over Sophie on the ground, like Sophie and Colin, and right past Remus. Like, and there is an audible like wind to it as you go flying.
I'm just trying to picture in my head. So, like, could I imagine Benjamin's at the 3 o'clock position, so that I'm going the 9 o'clock position then?
If you're going by like the hand position, you guys would have been more at like 10 o'clock, and you're flying over towards 3-ish.
All right. So yeah, opposite way. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Quietly, you hear Henri saying, "Thank you." getting him away. Getting him away from the werewolf. Let's see. So that was that. Remus, it is up to you. So thankfully, the big guy that you gutted dropped because of some lightning. But you can see as Henri goes past you, Henri is in a bad way now as well.
Okay. I wanted to do this last time, but I forgot to. Is it possible for me to attack and heal at the same time?
Yes.
Spend some blood to heal as I rush up and attack somebody?
Remember, spending
Okay,
blood.
I would like to do
Remember,
that.
spending blood is not an action.
Okay, cool.
Think D&D. It's like a free action.
How much is it? Okay. And how much is it to heal lethal?
It's
like
one for
blood
one.
point per.
Yeah, it's 1 for 1.
Okay.
And if you are 9th generation, you can spend 2 blood points.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 blood points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Looks like Jocelyn's in
All
the
right,
chat.
and I'm gonna.
Or actually watching. At least as far as I can tell.
Send us some help. I'm gonna rush the werewolf is still there.
Yes,
'Cause
he and in fact, this is the first time you've gotten a chance to see that. Hey, there's a werewolf here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna rush at that thing because I think based on what I know, this is probably the dude. I don't know how he got over here, but I wanna try and give him a hash and a slashing.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna try to get him with the
So,
feral claws.
all right, so you are going to go snickety snide Weapon X style.
Yep.
Go ahead after you make your action. Give me a self-control check.
Okay. So it's Dex plus Brawl.
Dex for all your dice since you haven't had to dodge.
Okay. Difficulty 6 still?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, and then it's strength
Hold on one second.
plus 2 for the claws.
Oh,
sorry.
lucky. You barely caught him. Like he turned in time and he saw you coming, but you closed the gap just quick enough in order to catch him. So go ahead and roll.
Okay, so that's strength plus 2 for the claws plus 2 for potence.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's the kicker. Just before you roll, well, you've already rolled at this point.
Oh.
You spent your blood
Sorry.
to heal. If you had held on to 1 blood point to activate your potence, 2 of those dice could have been automatic.
Okay,
So just keep that in mind.
that's fine. I was thinking about it. Yeah, no, I was thinking about it too, but I was like, you know what? Keeping my health up is probably pretty important.
No, yeah,
Okay, so
that is a fair statement too.
Okay, and I have a 5 in strength, so I can reroll 10s, right?
Yes.
For damage, or
Mhm.
do 10s
No,
explode
actually,
on
not for
damage?
damage. No, you don't reroll
Okay.
10 for damage.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so in that case, I got 4 successes.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So you swing in there, and you end up catching him like right across the chest. You end up coming off with with bits of hair and a little bit of flesh, and you connected with him hard. A nice solid strike, and you see that you left a little gash.
Mm. Well,
Dang.
never fought a werewolf before, so
Now your self-control check.
okay. Uh,
Difficulty 7.
is it plus anything or just self-control?
Yeah, just self-control. Difficulty 7.
Okay. No successes.
Oh,
2 and a 5.
okay. So Benjamin, as he ends up, you're the only one that can really see this because right now Damaris
Yeah.
is focused on raining holy hell on just about anything that moves with fire. And Henri at this point is picking himself off the ground. So you see him come in and he hits that werewolf solid in the chest. And he looks right up at him, and you see his face shake, and he literally says bye. And you see Remus running.
Bye.
He literally
Oh,
takes a
for my
moment to
next
say
impression-
goodbye, and he runs.
For my next impression, Jesse Owens.
Jesse
I'm gonna
Owens.
start moving.
And and Remus, at this point, you are in the back seat for the first time in a while, as you hear in your mind Benedict just cursing. He's like, "You idiot! You're going to get us killed. Only I can save us." And he's just like hauling ass down the hill to get away.
Hmm.
Well, yeah.
Benedict's
I
a
guess on that
coward.
note, I'm gonna run. I mean,
Do you have celerity?
at least he's rich. No.
Okay.
Or no. But yeah. Sorry, guys. I rolled a 2 and a 5. That's a 7 together.
Optimism.
Yeah, but on that note, I think we'll
next
be right
round,
back.
if you want to try and force your way back, you can spend a willpower.
Okay. I think I'll try that. All right, but
My
yeah, I'll
dice
be back.
rolls would be a whole lot better if I could add them.
Okay, so that gives us to Damaris.
Okay, so I am going to do consecrate the grove, and I'm gonna spend. What's the distance? Because there's 2 left, right? The werewolf and the other guy.
And the large guy.
We've killed 3, and then I thought there was 4 plus the large guy, like 1 extra, 4 of the smaller guys.
There
and
were
then
2. Yeah, there were 4 agents, for lack of a better term. There were 2 big guys and the werewolf. You were down 1 big
there's
guy, and you were
7?
down 3 minions.
So there's 3 left,
Yes.
not 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Werewolf, big guy, and minion.
Okay.
One
What
of
is
each.
the Are they within 20 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay.
The werewolf
I
and the
am-
big guy.
Okay. So I am going to spend. Do I want to spend 3 blood points for this? I'm going to spend 2 blood points, and I'm going to make it a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
And all the plant life in the area is going to start attacking them. Literally, trees are going to start whacking
Okay.
these guys. So
So that'll be
they need to.
that'll be bottom of the round, as those of you who are still standing see Damaris, for some odd reason, start letting some blood from her wrist and walking in a counterclockwise circle.
Okay.
Something's gonna happen.
I guess that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Henri, you are still up. That was one hell of a knuckle duster, but you managed to pick yourself up. You pick yourself up in time to see Remus running away for some reason.
Okay, 1 second.
Sure.
All right. So I was knocked clear of the battle. Is what? Who is the
Not
close?
completely, but
Who's the
clear
closest
of where
battle?
Benjamin was.
So like, who did Benjamin just attack the big guy, right?
Benjamin was trying to attack the big guy. At this point, right now, it looks like it's Benjamin up against the big guy and the werewolf.
All right.
Colin is here too, but he's actually at this point trying to pick up Sophie to get her back.
Okay. Can I close the distance and hit the big guy?
You absolutely can.
All right. So I'm gonna spend 3 blood to heal myself.
Okay. So that's 3 of the 4 gone.
Well, that was actually a 5.
Thanks for the follow, Astro World.
I got it. So that puts me to hurt then.
Yep. That puts you in a much better place. And
Yeah,
as you go running by, hold on 1 second. You don't quite make out what Colin says, but he slaps you on the back.
all right. I keep going. I don't know what that means.
Benjamin, give me a wits and awareness check.
If I have no awareness, can it make this check?
Yeah,
Okay.
just wits. Yeah, for the most part, you're always still going to be able to make the check.
Okay.
Unless, for some reason I say it.
2 successes.
Oh, okay. For some reason, Henri was glowing just faintly. You're more
Okay.
worried about the immediate threat of like death at this point, because both of these guys are
Right.
a big deal. But glowing Henri registered at some point in your mind for some reason.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, I'm attempting to hit the big guy with my sword cane again. So that's
Okay,
melee,
so
right?
the guy in the hockey mask then, not the werewolf.
No.
Okay. Have at it.
Difficulty 6, yes.
Yes.
One, 2, 3 successes. String.
You come terribly close, but end up putting a hole through his suspenders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you came really close. Like he noticed you were starting to come, and he wasn't very graceful about it. He's more like just trying to like pull back, and you end up like catching his suspender and ripping it free.
Okay.
Dale.
I'm going to attempt to disappear again.
At the end of the round, yes. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna spend since I have celerity 2, I'll spend 2 blood for the 2 extra actions at the end of the round. And
celerity and V20, you only have to spend 1 point blood for celerity and you get all of it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
I must be reading the wrong book. Are we using the V20 book?
Yes.
Or
yeah, they streamlined a lot of that. They basically made fortitude, potence, and celerity work very similarly. You get them automatically for actions, but they're not like they don't blow up or anything. If you spend your blood, then you get like the full impact of it. So say for example, if you have potence, you spend 1 blood point, all of your potence becomes automatic successes.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Same with fortitude.
Okay.
Fortitude used to be the one that you had it no matter what. Celerity, you don't have to spend X amount of blood for each action. Celerity, 1 blood point gets you it all.
Gotcha. Okay. And that goes for like using the celerity as additional dice for dexterity rolls and the extra actions.
Yep.
I need someone to teach me celerity.
Okay.
If you survive this, somebody teach me celerity.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, you've got people who can
Then-
teach us celerity.
Then okay. So then I'll just spend the 1 blood to activate celerity.
Okay.
And
Poof.
and beyond that, so then as I am attacking the big guy, I'll be trying to make my way away from the fire.
Okay.
And I'll be shooting him with my drawn pistol. Grab the dice here. Okay.
And what is the rate of fire for your pistol?
Rate of fire is 4.
Oh, damn. Okay. So you can just step back. Pa, 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 pa.
Yeah. Okay, so this shot, it was 3 successes.
And you were focused on the big guy, right?
Yeah.
That's enough to catch him. Okay, so you are up 1 die for your damage for your pistol. So go ahead and roll your
Okay.
pistol +1.
Okay. Nice. 3 successes.
Okay. So that round ends up catching him like right in the shoulder. And now that you've gotten a chance to see, he's healing at a pretty rapid rate.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your next action.
Alright. Yeah, shooting him again.
2.
You get to explode. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Ooh, that is a hit. You are +2 for your pistol.
Okay. That is 2 successes.
Okay. So that is enough to put him down.
Nice.
You're seeing this kind of
Okay.
in slow-mo as he was starting to advance forward. And just boom, boom, and eventually he's now just toppling over, limp.
Yeah, we're activating bullet time action movie sequences now.
Pretty much.
Okay, and so then with him going down, there's the werewolf who just got like nicked, and then the mook is the mook like kind of in amidst the flames right now?
Kinda. I mean, he's back over in that distance, so he's clearly going to have to start worrying about the flames this round.
Okay. Let's see here. Then I'm not sure if I want to piss off the werewolf yet. The mook. Was that mook the guy who launched the grenade earlier?
Yes.
I'm shooting at him.
Okay. So it's going to take a little creativity. This action will be at a difficulty 7 because you're trying to fire around Damaris.
Got it. I can curve bullets, sure. Why not?
There you go.
Oh,
It's like the
got
movie.
it.
It's like the movie Wanted. He's all.
Yeah. Okay, so that one. Darn. No, that's just a miss. No successes.
Okay, so it looks like maybe he got the jump on it. He maybe heard the gunfire or something, so he already started sliding behind another tree or something to get out of the way, and your round ends up hitting that tree like square.
Got it.
Was that the end of your actions?
That's it. That was
Okay.
all 3.
All right. I'll let you call this one, Henri. Odd or even?
Oh, odd.
Okay. So he's ignoring you and advancing on Benjamin at this point, who is clearly moving very fast. So you're able to drop an obfuscate. Benjamin, you still have the benefit of your celerity for actions because you were still in celerity at this point. Go ahead and give me 3 dodges.
Okay. Let's see here. So 4 for the first.
Okay, so that is a hit.
Man.
Second.
Okay. Will this one be at -1 die, or do I get to keep out of
Nope.
all the die?
You get to, when you're in celerity, you get to keep all those die.
Sweet. All right, 5 for the second.
Okay, that is also a hit.
You sunk my battleship.
Hey, they may not have quite as cool moves as vampires with celerity, but they can blur like them when they burn rage.
And 4 for the last.
Ooh, damn. He caught you with all 3. I even had a couple ones on that last one. Oof. Okay.
Jeez.
So
Like this guy.
you're blurring and you're bam, bam, got the one guy down, coming over here, bam, and then you see the blur coming at you and you're just like, oh shit. Literally it's like that Trinity help moment and you're blurring and the agent is just
Yeah.
taking chunks out of your hide. Do you have fortitude?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, that first one hits you for 4 aggravated.
Jeez.
This is a rough night.
Yeah.
Hmm.
1 for the second. Not good either. 1 for the third. You were lucky.
Crippled.
So you have felt werewolf claws before. This is not unfamiliar to you. So
Yeah.
you are familiar with that supernatural burn that they inflict upon your bodies as you get. So when you finally come out of that blur and kind of ducking back, your body is doing everything it can to give up on you. You are in major pain.
Right.
So that brings us to the top of the round with the NPC. The other guy is just booking it. If he doesn't, he's going to get caught in fire. Remus, would you like to spend your willpower point?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you take a moment to force your will, and you can feel you still don't have control. It's through sheer force of will that you are, because you failed your self-control check, that you are basically grabbing the wheel and pushing somebody out of off the side so you can act this round. I mean, that's literally what it feels like.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to
Just behind you at this point, because you don't have celerity, thankfully. So he's and Benjamin is. So as he was running backwards trying to fire, he was almost keeping up with you. Now that you've regained control, you turn right around, and not more than maybe 5 feet, Benjamin is almost completely buckling from the damage that this werewolf has done to him.
Okay. Can I make my way over and attack?
You sure can.
Yeah.
Are you declaring any
Let's see
blood
if I have
expenditures?
anything else. No, because right now I'm just at bruised, so I'm not going to spend any blood to heal. So I'm just going to run up and attack him.
Are you going
Because
to
I can
spend
only
any
attack
blood
once per turn, right?
Oh, you can, but are you going to spend blood for your potence? Hint, hint, nudge,
Sure.
nudge.
That's probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea, yes.
Okay, so blood spent for potence.
Okay.
Okay, but first I need to do Dex plus brawl, right?
Dex plus brawl. Difficulty 6.
Okay. Luck be a lady tonight. And a couple of ones, but that's still 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, that is barely enough to strike. So from behind you, Benjamin, you see Remus. It was ungrateful, graceful. He just kind of flailed as best as he can and managed to catch him. As you're like almost trading positions, like you were coming backward and doing this and trying to dodge. He's just like taking a moment. So he must, maybe he's in control. Maybe, I mean, who knows? He stopped running and he got the bad guy's attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage. 2 of which, so you're only going to
so
have
instead of roll
5 strength plus 2 for your claws, and whatever you roll, you're adding 2 automatically.
Okay. Come on, all 10s. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3, so 5 total.
5 total. Okay, that's still really good. Okay, so you whiff it as best as you can. Like I said, it wasn't your finest moment for striking, but you kind of open-handed it and with your palm and raked and caught him good this time across the chest. This time it looked like you actually tore something open. And so he hisses and reels back for a second. You've got his attention.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
That was Remus. Damaris.
Vampire hiss.
Oh,
So
and at this point,
The fire.
let's see. Remus,
Consecration of the Grove. Yeah.
Remus,
Mhm.
Benjamin, and Henri. Give me a wits and awareness check. Difficulty 5.
Mm,
Yeah, 1.
wits and awareness. Okay.
I'm crippled, so I can't even make that roll.
You
Oh,
can still
gee.
make
I
that.
think you always get at least
I can?
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you always get at
you
least
always
one.
get at least one.
Oh, okay. No successes.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
You're focused
1.
on the pain.
Barely.
So, what'd you get? Okay,
Just 1.
so those of you who got at least 1 success, maybe just out of the corner of your eye, but this is odd. A night for new stuff. Clearly, you start to see, because remember, this isn't like heavily forested around here, but there are some interspersed trees with the brush and whatnot. You start to see like the plant life, and you can actually hear it kind of twisting and moving. Like everything is starting to become animated around you guys. And before you know it, you see like some the small branches of nearby bushes wrap around this werewolf's legs.
Yep. And by the way, all enemies in the area, they suffer a -2 to all dice pulls from distraction and physical interference.
Yep.
But the werewolf, and is he the only one left?
He is the only one left at this point.
Okay. He will take 3 points of bashing damage, I think.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's from the plant life.
Nice.
So the idea, the scene that I want to describe is, yes, it's kind of pulling around his feet, but you kind of see a tree branch basically come and just literally just whack him upside the head or something. Or like try to
Lumping
impale
with it.
him, I guess, if it
Yeah,
even bothers to get that far.
like a nearby sapling or something gives him a gib slap in the back. But it's clear something is wrong with the plant life. Like where everything was just kind of what it was before, now it's starting to animate around you and attack the werewolf.
Sweet.
It is still up to you, Damaris. What are you doing this round?
Truthfully, there's not a whole lot that I can do. I don't know. I'm gonna do a flame again. I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna do because I can't. I'm not a physical character.
No, that's fine.
Am I able? I don't know if this is possible because I see this fire. The fire is spreading.
Mhm.
Is it possible that I can direct the plant life around it to basically pull away from it so that it kind of contains itself?
No.
Damn.
The plant life isn't mobile, so it can't like uproot itself.
Right,
All you would
right,
really
right.
do at that point is just force the plant life onto it.
Okay.
Feed itself out.
I guess I'm gonna hold my action because I can't do anything to anybody.
Okay.
There's only one guy left, so I mean he's too far away for me to get to. So
You know who doesn't have an update as to what's happening?
huh?
Do you know who doesn't have an update to what's happening?
Sophie?
Her child.
I'm confused. Oh, I'm like, what are
The
you
whole
talking
reason
about?
why you guys are out here. All she knows at this point is there is now a massive fire in between you guys.
Well, I don't have telepathy, so it's not like I can tell her what's going on. So,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to communicate that to her.
Yell.
Can she hear us from here?
That's really your only option at this point.
Okay.
If you guys do remember the instructions that you gave, or that were relayed to her, anyways, was to try and set traps before they started getting down the hill to try and slow them down. So when the fighting
Already been
broke,
slowed at this point.
yeah. So when the fighting broke down, it's reasonable to understand. It's reasonable to say that they haven't made it all the way down. They're probably still trying to make their way through the backside of the mountain.
Okay. What am I gonna do? Yell for them to come back? I mean, and help us?
Or run.
I mean, basically just tell them. I yell, keep going. I mean, because I literally can't do anything else. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fine. No, that's fine. Bring a pistol next time.
You can hold your action and yell that at the same time. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I'm just saying. I was just trying to give her something she could do with her turn.
Sure.
Leave it
Okay.
at that.
Just bring Sophie back.
Wrong one.
Me and Sophie.
Miss Henri,
So I obviously the
you
last
have
turn.
managed to vanish.
All right. I want to come around this guy and I want to just stab him through the eye into the brain.
Okay. 1 second.
Gross.
See if he can spot you. Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay, I want to spend blood first. I'm going to spend 1 blood to heal
Okay.
off hurt, bring me to bruised.
And that puts you at how much blood total?
That puts me at 6.
Okay. At this point, give me a self-control check. Difficulty 6.
2 successes.
Okay. So you feel at this point the beast is tugging at you.
Yo, I want the werewolf to go down and I'm going to feed on him.
Oh, okay. But you are getting to the point that you are very hungry.
Oh yeah, that's the plan. I want this werewolf to go down so I can train him. It's like
Go ahead and roll.
You might get sick on that werewolf blood. Just saying.
I've never fed off a werewolf before. I don't know.
Well,
So,
you do you,
Yep.
and we'll just say I told you so later with a look.
I have fed off animals.
With the look,
Oh, no.
exactly. Just
Okay. Dex melee. I've got 2 successes.
okay. So as you pop out of your obfuscate, and slash at him. It looks like maybe he had a warning or something, so he was partly expecting it, and he ended up bringing his. He doesn't seem to be using any weapons at this point. He was only really using his hand, so he ended up like throwing out a hand, and it struck your forearm or something, and caused your attack to go wide.
All right. What are you gonna do?
And at that point, Dale.
Oh, I'm gonna try to obfuscate at the end of this turn too.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it takes a lot to heal aggravated damage, right? That even takes like nights to rest and all that.
You can, if you can, if you have the capability of spending 3 blood and spending a willpower point in this one turn, you can actually heal 1 right away. But I don't think you can spend 3 blood at one point, right? Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah, so you're at a point where you're going to have to heal that outside of combat.
Right. Okay. Let's see. So I've got the werewolf. He's being like kind of thrashed by a few different things. I am gonna, jeez, I'm like all crippled. I'm just trying to get away from this cluster. So I'm just
So-
like gather myself and trying to get away from them and kind of
the better part about-
bonfire. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like I can't do anything. I'm
makes
just
sense.
like.
Well, I mean,
screwed.
you could still shoot.
But it'd be like at 1 die.
Right. You might risk striking one of your friends because you're so hurt. Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, that's
yeah.
wise. So you're just kind of backing up at this point. You're not too far away from Colin right now, who's got Sophie over his shoulder. Too many people around, so he can't do that. And a growing forest fire. Okay. Which is offhand, he throws something up into the air.
Is this the werewolf or is this Colin?
Colin.
Okay.
So those of you who are still awake, which is everybody but Sophie, give me a wits and alertness check. Difficulty 6.
It's and hey, I have
That's a
awareness.
success.
Need to buy points in awareness.
Question: how far away is Sophie from me?
You are actually from where you're at because your action initially was to do the Widdershins, which is counterclockwise, and to consecrate the grove. So you are actually on the other side. Basically, the way this sits is it's like, if you can see my camera here. So basically, everybody's right here. Werewolf is right about here. You are here. Bonfire is over here.
Okay.
So you're at this round, you're gonna have to start worrying about the bonfire, but you also have to worry about trying to get around the werewolf.
The big guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like toe to toe with the world right now. So.
Yes.
Trying to
what did everybody get for your perception checks, or for your wits and
one.
alertness?
Just one.
Everybody got at least one. So you guys saw Colin throw something up into the air, and whatever it was, it looked like maybe it was almost like a firecracker or something, because you could see it like flying. There was a little bit of a sparkle to it as it went up, and so you instinctively look away real quick because that was what kind of went through your head. It was like, okay, this may be bright, and sure enough, yeah, kind of like a flashbang, just it lights up the sky really quick. The werewolf did not see it coming. And so he is temporarily blinded, and Colin yells, "Run!"
Is this a clue from the storyteller?
No, this is just an NPC advising everybody to run. Remus, if you would like to act, you are going and stay in control. You have to spend a willpower point this round.
Oh, every turn. Ooh. Does this guy look hurt at all? The werewolf, like this.
I will give you a split-second decision to to answer that. So give me a wits and alertness check, difficulty 8.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know werewolf anatomy.
Yeah, you're kind of guessing at this point,
Uh,
even though you've gone hand to hand with it.
Okay. So wits and what was the other one? I'm sorry.
Wits and alertness. Difficulty 8.
No successes.
No. Hard to say. Very hard to say.
Yeah, in fact, I got.
You're
Yeah.
on all adrenaline and right now all willpower because the other half of you is like trying to suppress Benedict from running and taking control. So you have too much distractions. You tried to think about it, be like, I just can't spend the effort right now.
Okay. And everybody is up except for Sophie.
Sophie is down.
Colin's
Henri looks like he's probably beat up, but in better shape from when last you glanced at him. And Benjamin is in bad shape. He's clearly limping.
Okay.
And you have a forest fire.
Yeah, that's true too. Do we have to start rolling for self-control against the fire?
Right now, I just need to know if you guys are running or you're staying in combat.
Can I? I was wondering if I could like make a swipe at him and then book it, but
That would mean you were staying in combat.
it's too much pressure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think maybe we need to. He's right here. He's tangled up and stuff. You know what? I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. So
because like
spend
he's
a willpower
still
point.
yeah because
So that
Damaris
means
has got to get past him, right?
right. Okay. So then we are going to stay in combat rounds. We already know Benjamin at this point is falling back. Colin is falling back because he's got Sophie with him. So top of the round, that brings us to the werewolf. So you guys are still in combat.
He's also -2.
Except
Everything.
Except Henri, because he poofed again. Okay. So you are still within range. He's angry. Okay, so would you like to dodge? Or are you going to try and take this?
Who's it coming at?
He is attacking you. You are the only one there that's in range for him to attack right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna dodge.
Okay.
Dodge. Dex plus athletics.
Yes.
Okay.
How many willpower can you
How many
spend for automatic successes?
You can only spend 1 per turn.
That's only 3 on the first roll.
Okay, so you got hit.
Okay.
Do you have fortitude?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have
Would you-
three dots
Would
of fortitude.
you like to spend blood to make it automatic, or did you already spend your blood?
I haven't spent blood yet.
Okay. Would you like to spend a blood point to make your fortitude automatic, or would you like to roll your fortitude?
Let's spend the blood.
Okay. So you don't have to roll anything. So you have 3 fortitude?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is before we minus the 3. 8 points.
I don't like the sound of that. 8 points.
Yes.
Holy shit.
So he
that- and
he
that's-
basically spun into it, and that's which kind of caused the branches and whatnot to snap that are around his legs. And he just went. He drove his claws straight into you, so much so that your left arm is just dangling.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Like this, like basically you just have this mark right here from your body where he just, like, every ounce of flesh, your pectoral muscle, like the sinew, everything is kind of like and just like laying out everywhere. He just ripped that whole part completely open.
Gross. I'm still up, but yeah, I think I'm
you are
gonna run
definitely
now.
still up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time to go.
That was his action. Remus.
Yeah, I'm gonna run now.
Oh, so you're just gonna flat out run? So you were like,
Yeah.
ha, let's have at thee. I'm gonna run.
Well, I guess I thought he was more like I thought he was more like wrapped up in the branches, so I thought that we had chances to like I guess I thought he was more restrained.
Tangled.
But yeah,
he
no, I'm
was, he
pretty
was
hurt.
tangled, but he is a
yeah,
werewolf.
I am- no,
It's
I'm
very
at-
much like dealing with somebody with potence at that point. Yeah, it's going to cause problems to get through it. It's going to make it harder to get you. But you are still in the front
Oh,
of
yeah.
a tank. Do you still want to keep
Oh, yeah.
striking
Well,
it,
I mean-
or hightail it out of there?
Oh yeah, well, in fairness, Remus and I have never fought a werewolf, so we were like, "Oh, man, this is our chance."
Learning experience.
And they
Not
broke through
today.
it, but yeah, no, I'll run now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put that.
And that's absolutely fair. Your confidence quickly leaves you as your arm just kind of goes limp from that strike, and you take Benjamin up on the better part of valor and just leave this guy to the growing weeds and trees.
Bad worse.
Damaris,
It's only
the
Okay.
one person that was in your way from you and the werewolf is running.
Okay. He's still facing the other direction, right? Like
He's
his
facing your
back's to
direction.
me.
No, he's facing
he
your
is?
direction. He had to turn around and strike at Remus, and when Remus got caught, Remus just said, "Screw this," and just bolted right past him.
Okay.
Your
I'm on the
options-
fence about.
Yeah, your
Try to
options
run
are
or-
trying to run around him, hoping that he can't reach you,
And I
Or-
feel like he will. So
or putting your money where your mouth is and braving the forest fire you created.
Or there's a third option.
What is the third option? I want to hear this.
I am gonna yell at
Praying to
them,
God?
run, and I am going to create another bonfire on the werewolf.
Oh shit! Balls and bayonets, look out. Okay, roll your occult and intelligence.
Oh,
And he is -2.
Henri,
8.
yeah.
give me a wits and alertness check. Difficulty 6.
Oh, I forgot he was there. My
Yes,
bad.
Yeah, because he disappeared.
So you,
Oh, that's right. I didn't see him there. So
Yeah.
well.
The good news, Henri healed most of that damage that he had
Oh,
from
good.
before.
Okay, I got 2 9s.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 10,
You're going to
so-
get the chance to dodge because
Yeah.
once again, actually, I wouldn't say once again. This quick little interaction with the werewolf has taught you to be painfully spatially aware. So as you have been going like invisible, almost instinctively, your first thing is putting your head on the swivel and just looking at this point, because you're just like, I just got jumped from nowhere. I don't know how that happened. So you're like doing this, and the first thing you see is basically Damaris just going, and you're like, no!
I've been doing fist moves. I'm like, aha, oh shit.
I literally yelled run first. To be fair, I
Yeah.
said run, and I went.
Yeah.
So
So-
you will get your full dice to try and dodge, Henri.
Well,
Well, I got 4 successes.
So you definitely put the bonfire on top of the guy.
Oh, and then he also takes damage from the foliage.
Yeah,
From the
bashing and
trees.
whatnot, but yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get?
you got 2 1s and a 10.
Oh!
Oh, no.
no!
Sorry.
That was your
I hope you
dexterity.
live. I'm sorry.
That was your dexterity and athletics?
Yes, I only have 4 dice.
Oh
I have 2 1s,
no!
10, and a 4.
Okay, Damaris,
I just healed myself up. to
Damaris?
burn the-
roll your damage.
Oh, God.
Do you want to use my dice for this?
Your persuasion dice specifically, the persuasion dice.
How many successes do we get? 5, 6. What are we looking at here?
Oh, I'm sorry in advance because I see 4 right off the bat.
Oh
And I got 2 10s.
my god. Remember, you don't re-roll for, 10s for damage.
Oh, I don't?
No, you do not.
Oh, that's right. So then 4.
Okay, So, Henri, you take 4 aggravated damage, and you're still, like, leaping at this point. You just didn't get out of the way of the bonfire in time as it torches your lower half. I don't think that
And then
takes
if I
you out,
lose
though.
this, I'm going to.
No, I'm back to mauled because I was bruised.
Okay. So, basically, as you hear her
Oh,
yell,
I'm sorry,
run...
I'm crippled. I'm not mauled. I'm crippled.
Oh, okay. So then, you see. So
Minus
basically,
5.
here's what you guys end up seeing. You hear run. You don't really see it, but you know it's Damaris, and you see the sky light up again. That flame erupting from just a burning body comes kind of flying out. Like there was a sound that almost sounded like maybe it was French, maybe it was English. You're not sure, but it was something. And you're pretty sure it was Henri because you just this body kind of comes roll. The good news because you were on the hill, you at least have forward momentum. So you see Henri in this completely torched state, putting himself out oddly enough as he does so, but rolling down the rest of the way to the hill, just kind of like moaning as he does, like he's just hurt that bad and unable to prevent himself from rolling down to the base.
I've joined Benjamin in crippled mode.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
You
doing
it's
guys
it.
get
true.
away.
So Damaris,
Yes.
give me a courage check, difficulty 9. You've just encased yourself in a forest fire.
Well, it's on either side of me because he was on one side and the fire was on the back of me. So
Not anymore. That was why at the end of this round you guys were gonna have to start making checks. You've
Okay.
encased yourself for the most part
courage,
in this.
just straight courage.
Just straight courage.
Can I burn a will for an auto for this?
And you can burn a will for auto.
I will surely do so because I haven't spent any will.
Hmm.
2 with the auto.
2 with the auto. Okay. So you haven't been in a situation like this ever. Like at first glance, you don't see any way out. There may still be a way for you to pull this off, but you're not sure. But your first glance is like, oh shit, and to collect yourself.
Yep, I already know what I'm gonna do.
And when that fire, as the pyre eats up the plant life and just torches the hillside in front of you, and of course it's quickly starting to spread. You see a very, very angry werewolf staring you down.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Man.
So it's his turn. He's coming after me. That's okay.
Yep.
Wait, do I get to? I got burned, but that wasn't my action. Do I have to run this?
No,
point?
you're crippled. You're rolling to the base of the hill at this point.
Hey, get you away from the fire. That's all I care about.
Well, and like that's why I was saying, at least because you're rolling, you're putting yourself out as you go down.
Yeah, cool.
So you're not continually taking damage. You're just helpless to prevent yourself from rolling down to the base of the hill, as pretty much everybody else is starting to sprint to join you. So make a dodge.
Difficulty 6 still?
Yeah, it's always difficulty 6.
I got 3.
Ooh, okay. Not quite enough. So as he's advancing, he's blurring at this point, coming straight at you.
On
now
fire.
That you, yeah, on fire, and you can see like there's full-on parts of his hair just missing. Like he's this terrifying creature of destruction. But I mean, you can tell there's a lot of damage done to this guy at this point. So the first one hits.
He's also -2, right?
Not anymore.
Still?
You burnt the plant life.
But there's other plant life around it.
Not
okay.
anymore.
Does it last for a scene? That's why I was asking.
No, I know. Until you burn it. That's the problem. The countryside at this point is on fire. Go ahead and roll the dodge again. Down 1 die. Shit.
Okay.
How many dodges? Oh, well. I only rolled 1 dodge.
What'd you get?
3 on the second.
Okay, and you got out of the way of that one. So only one ends up striking you.
Okay. This still is gonna hurt. But I haven't taken any damage, so
That is the benefit. Do you have any fortitude?
I do have 2.
Okay. Are you going to spend any blood to make it automatic?
Yes, I will.
Okay. You have 2 automatic. Sure.
Oh, do I need to roll, or
Nope.
you're telling me the damage, right?
Yep. The only thing you can absorb it is fortitude. And since you spent your blood for fortitude, you have 2 automatic. You don't have to roll for it.
Cool.
Yikes. Two taken away from. So you end up taking 3 aggravated damage.
Okay, cool.
And on the last action, as the one that he tried to strike you with, he ends up passing straight through you, and he's gone.
Cool. So then my turn. I got to get out of this flame
Yes.
circle. Okay. I'm gonna pull out a mirror and I'm gonna cast Incorporeal Passage
Okay. So
and literally walk right out of the flames.
go ahead and give me a intelligence and occult check. It's difficulty 8, given the stress.
Oh, okay. Intelligence. Where's my force? I am gonna go and burn another will for an auto.
Okay.
Difficulty 8, you said?
Yes.
It's a 1. 2.
Okay. It takes you longer than you anticipated because your nerves are shot, despite the fact that you made your courage check, because you're not sure that the werewolf is even truly gone.
Yeah.
So you're like, you've got the mirror out in front of you going through your incantation, but it goes through and you step through the reflection in essence and become the ghost-like form. And immediately, of course, you don't feel any sort of heat. You still see it though.
Okay, that's cool. She's gonna run now.
Okay.
I think I just made another enemy.
So you are so those of you who are down at the base of the hill. Colin ends up putting Sophie in the car first and gives her blood. Give me a in essence it's a rouse check. Give me a
I have blood,
no, I know you do, but you're in
Okay.
torpor.
right?
So when that happens, you end up having to make a rouse check. So shit, I remember how it's done in LARP. I can't remember how it's done in
I thought I needed just some blood from somebody who's a higher generation than me or lower generation than me. And that was it.
That's what I did before.
Yeah, hold on one second. What generation are you at right now?
11. So literally anybody in this
Almost anybody. Yeah. So as he ends up giving you some blood, you come to with a splitting headache, and of course you can't move. You're gonna have to eat. He's not doing much of anything right now except making sure everybody is getting to the vehicle. He's actually getting ready to leave without Damaris before
that's fine.
before you guys end up seeing like some spectral ghost looking Damaris coming down the hill.
We did have 2 vehicles.
Right. But really only one person can drive right now.
Fair.
But what he does do is he gives, it looks like it says, like it's sunscreen, lotion of some kind, and he gives a bottle to Benjamin. He gives a bottle to Henri. He says, get in the back and just. Man. He says, get in the back and just rub this on you.
All right. Go and do that.
Okay. So as you were getting down, he just looks directly at Remus. He's like, "You're not fucking driving. If I'm even talking to, just you're not fucking driving." And Damaris is still in her spectral.
Drive anyway.
Damaris is in her spectral state at this point. Do you come out of it, or are you staying in it?
Well, I'm gonna have to come out of it so that I can drive the other car.
Okay.
So, once I get to the car, she's leaving.
Okay. So as everybody is pulling out, those of you who are given the SPF, you feel a tingle on your body. You can now heal aggravated damage as if it was lethal.
Sweet.
Nice.
It doesn't get rid of it, obviously, but it allows you to heal it at an easier rate.
Got it.
Okay. Are we in the car with Colin then, or like?
Probably at this point, yeah. So it's you, Sophie, and Benjamin in the back, and then it's Damaris and Remus in the other car.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone's around me, I'm going, where are the 2? Did they get out?
Who?
I'm not in the car with y'all, so.
Yeah. He's like, I have no idea. Babe, can you reestablish connection? That whole countryside is going up, and we don't know if they're caught in it.
Can I roll to see if I remember Damaris yelling out, "Run"?
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
Well, I yelled, "Keep going," to the other side of the fire, hoping that they heard me, and then to you guys, I said, "Run," and then I blew up a werewolf.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I say that. I'm like, Damaris told them to keep going. So I mean, Sophie, do you sense them?
I can try. Out of character, how much blood do I need to keep to be okay?
To just be
how much blood do I need to
just be hungry? You need to go down to 7.
Yeah. Okay. I'm currently at 8. So,
you can spend 1.
And then pop a blood bag.
That's true.
Bag.
I do have a blood bag on me.
Or
okay, so
pop the blood bag first and then do it.
Blood and then heal 2 and drink that other blood bag. Okay. But so with the dice penalties, is that only for physical or is that for everything?
That's for everything.
Okay. Well, we'll try.
Yeah, you'll always get at least 1 dice. Oh, hey, how's it going? Astro World 21 is actually from Sheridan.
Sweet.
So, going on.
All right, what do I got? Intelligence and subterfuge.
That would make them East Side.
3, 6.
The Sheridan game is based in North Carolina. So.
Nice.
Oh, good. I'm only down 2. Okay.
Okay.
And I got 0 successes.
All right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You're hurt.
Given
You
everything
have a
that's
migraine.
happened,
I've been mostly dead all battle.
Mostly dead.
Not all dead.
Means slightly alive.
it means slightly alive.
I'm
So
thinking princess.
does that mean when Sophie awoke, she yelled to Blave?
Probably.
He said
All
to
right,
Blave, which means to bluff.
So I see Sophie drink that blood, and I'm like, is there more? He say, I need to drink. I need to.
Yeah,
I-
do we keep extra blood in the truck?
No.
We probably would, right? No? No?
I had 2 blood bags on me from taking that from the fridge earlier, so
Yep.
I hand one of them to Henri, and I partake in the other one.
Okay.
Awesome. How much blood does that give us?
Well, it's going to give you a point. So,
Well,
Henri, give me another self-control check. Difficulty 6.
I got 2 10s. Hey.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
Okay. This is not what you wanted, but it's better than nothing. You're still hungry, but your beast at this point is sated enough that you have some clarity of your own mind, and you're not like looking at your friends at this point and going, there's blood in them.
Okay, so I can drink the blood and spend that blood to heal one.
Yes.
All right, that's what I'm doing. So I'm not like, I'm probably all like,
You're irritable.
I'm back to Maul.
No.
But I'm
Yeah. You're not crippled.
I'm not crippled.
But as you
And,
guys are hauling ass down that road, and I'm not going to make you roll a drive check, Rachel.
Oh, I mean, I'm
Um,
gonna make our way. At least I'll make my way down to the other side where we're supposed to pick up Jill and Susan.
Oh, that's completely around the other side of the mountain.
Well, that was the whole idea. Is we were
Okay.
gonna pick them up, right?
Okay. Well,
Oh.
that was the intention before all this happened.
Stick
Well,
with the plan.
Well,
So-
I will make the detour. Even if they continue going, I'm just gonna make my way around.
Okay. All right.
Can someone call Mr. Maurice so we can know where she's going?
Yeah. Hang on a second. And he's like trying to call and drive, and Damaris, you end up getting a phone call.
I'll put it on speaker.
Yeah, he does
What?
too. We're trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm going to get my kid. What do you expect?
Well, that's why I'm asking. I've got a truckload of horrendously wounded and
Take them back. I'll go
pretty
get
hungry
them.
looking.
Just
Are-
take them back.
Are you
I'll go get them.
sure?
Yes.
We should
That werewolf
stick
isn't
together.
going to come after us anytime soon. He is a bit crispy.
All right. Okay.
Werewolf?
Oh,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
he
yeah.
jumped out of my blade. He's like,
we have a
stops the one
we
man
have
to
we
the
have a
throat.
hell of a story for you when we get back, Sophie. Guys, let me focus on driving real quick. I'm putting pedal to the metal. We need to get back to our place.
Right. Go for it.
So that was the werewolf.
So at this point, Colin hauls ass to get back to the to Colin and Sophie's. So Damaris, it's taking you some time. Are you trying to keep Benedict in line this whole time, Remus?
Probably
Through force of will?
because yeah, I'm not having a good night.
Okay.
I'm pretty hurt.
Do you
And,
have
I know
have
it's-
three
it's
temporary?
blood.
Do you have 3 temporary will points to spend?
I have 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I have 4 willpower. I've spent 2.
Oh, all right. Okay. So eventually, then you keep fighting it. Then at that point, and eventually you feel everything just drain from your body, and you've been in this place before, where you just mentally you're just too exhausted, and Benedict takes control. It's very similar to when you got quelled. You have that feeling. It's just in this case, the only difference is you succumb to the fighting as opposed to somebody forcing it.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like laying there, and so as you're driving, Remus just looks over at you and he says, "Get me the hell out of here."
Can I tell the difference?
Oh yeah, he's not speaking anything like
Okay.
Remus, but he looks completely exhausted.
Yeah. I'm getting who we came here to get first, and then we'll get the hell out of here.
Sophie,
You're putting
you
us
try-
all at risk, and I don't want to die for your kid.
Well, I don't want to die for you either, so you're welcome to get out now if you want.
So he like looks for a second. He's like, whatever. I'm just gonna lay my head up against the window.
Good idea.
Try not to get us killed.
Well, that's plan A. So
I'm
she'll
just
keep
gonna-
driving to where she's supposed to meet them.
Okay, so you make a tour. This is actually the first time you've been on this side of the mountain, believe it or not. And of course, you can see that there are fire trucks already down on this side.
Yeah.
First responders. There's only like maybe 2, because everything has happened, and clearly more are on the way. They've already got a helicopter up in the sky trying to figure out like where it's going and
Yeah,
to
to
help.
contain it.
Yeah, and to help contain it. And as you come around, that side, and you're kind of guessing roughly where you need to be based on what you saw on the map, but they have blocked off that end of the road because of the fire, and they've already got 2 police units down on that side.
Okay. So the area that I was supposed to go to is basically blocked off because of
Mhm.
the fire.
Because of the fire.
So then, I don't have telepathy.
How long does it take her to get down there?
It's going to take her like 30 minutes to get all the way around.
Okay, so I mean, after a few minutes, I'm gonna like, and like, Sophie, can you try again?
Yeah.
I'll try again.
Because otherwise, I'm gonna pull over and use Eyes of the Nighthawk to try to get an animal to them to try to find where they're at.
Okay. So
2
by
successes.
this point, you guys are pulling up to the house when you try again.
So I'm out of range.
No. The house is closer than the Haven.
Oh, okay.
You were trying from the Haven initially. That joint Haven. The joint Haven's further into town. But
Okay,
you're picking up initial surface thoughts of utter panic.
God, I hope I didn't leave them in the
Um,
fire.
So I'm reaching out to Susan.
Mhm.
And I'll just kind of try and express like, are you okay?
And so, like, she clearly wasn't expecting you to make any sort of connection, or anybody for that matter. She's like, "So, Sophie," and you get this mental image that there's fire all around.
Oh God.
Are you in the woods?
And I you know what? Give me a perception and awareness check.
And I'm still down my dice, right?
Yes.
Do I still get to reroll 10s?
Oh no, yeah, you still do. That's not going to negate that. It just means for your dice pools, you're at minus.
Well, that was moot anyway. Okay, 3
well.
successes.
3 successes? Okay, you can feel her beast is on edge. Like at any moment, she's going to lose it to Roshrek.
Great. Okay. I think they're in a bunch of fire.
Tell them to meet them at the bottom of the mountain, so the bottom of the hill. So that's where the mayor is supposed to meet them to go down, away from the fire.
I thought they were on the other side of the fire.
Yeah, they were supposed to be.
They were like well ahead of us. That's why I don't understand why they're in the fire now.
But the fire is coming down to them down so it's spreading. It's a wildfire at this point.
So they were intending to head west, right?
Mhm.
We came from the east side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's tell them to go away from the fire because Damaris is supposed to meet them at the bottom.
So tell them to go west.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
We.
Okay, so I'll try and convey to her that Damaris is coming on the west side of the woods, on the other side of the mountain. So tell her to get through.
So so then role play it out.
Okay.
Her beat. You can feel her beast, which is new for you. So
Damaris
you
is
know
there.
she's about to lose it.
Damaris is there. You just need to go west. You just need to get out of the woods. She will find you.
Give
Tell
me
them, tell it.
give
Call-
me
call the-
a
call-
charisma and expression check.
They don't have phones on me. Charisma and expression.
Oh, they're dead
Mhm.
now.
Call Damaris.
We're not still on speaker, right?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying for him to call her again.
So I got a bunch of ones, so I only get one success.
One success. Okay. So you can hear the hesitancy in her voice, and she's like, "Sophie, I'm trying. I've never been this afraid before." And you can see her like looking around because you're getting the mental images, not actually like literally seen through her eyes. And you can see like occasionally she's looked over at Jill, and Jill is just in a complete ball. She's like almost completely succumbed, and she's like, what do I do?
Can I use awe through telepathy? Oh, they can't see me, can they?
No, I cannot.
I don't think so.
It would be an awesome combo.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, for real.
I don't think that's not.
So Colin ends up dialing
Can I try to
Damaris.
summon them?
and plugs in his phone, so it's on speakerphone.
They don't have phones.
No, but Damaris does.
Oh, but they can't hear.
No, they can't hear
Okay.
that, but you may be able to coordinate with Damaris for something.
Exactly.
Can I try to summon them?
Ooh.
Yes, you can.
Through the fire where they might take damage.
Well, they're not going to put themselves through
Right.
fire.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
But that is a way to force them because it puts a supernatural, not fear, but command in them. They're like, oh, for some reason I've got to go here, and when you start getting closer, like I got to go talk to somebody for some.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Also, Damaris, are you able to summon? I know.
No,
Good.
no, I'm not that gifted.
Okay.
Damaris, do you have your things on you? Can you scry from where you're at?
Yes, I can, but I'm gonna have to pull over. Because I'm driving right now.
See if you can find any sort of opening for them.
Okay. So she'll pull over into like a dark area, just out of the way, out of sight, out of mind from anybody else that might be coming through, hopefully. She's gonna look over at Benedict and like, just hang tight here. I need to find them.
Of course.
And so she'll pop out, her water bottle and her like collapsible cup or whatever, her
Okay.
bowl, and just kind of set it on the dashboard and just start looking through it.
Okay. Difficulty 8, given the makeshift manner of what it is you're doing, but you can still do it.
Okay. Cool.
So we're at the house again, right?
Yes.
1, 2.
I
got 2.
I'm gonna ask somebody to, or I guess I'll ask Colin to bring me a couple of blood bags, or bring a number of blood bags. But if I can heal a couple more, I could do better.
Okay. I'm on it. So he goes running off real quick. Damaris, it's same thing. You're used to this. You zero in on it, and they are almost completely encased in fire.
Almost, not quite.
Right.
So where's that one opening?
And the only reason why you can tell is because, again, you have the bird's eye view looking from top down. If they, at this point, if they go now and they travel north and just keep kind of following the mountain, if they follow the mountain line, they're still gonna be at risk of getting caught by the fire, but they have a chance of staying ahead of it.
Okay. So, since you're still on speaker when she does this, I'm assuming, says, Sophie, I found a path for them. Tell them to follow the mountain north. And they can keep just ahead of it. They'll still be at risk, but it's the only way out that I can see.
There's a path if you follow the line of the mountain north. You could stay ahead of the flames.
And I'll meet you on the other side.
And Damaris will meet you on the other side.
Go ahead and roll your charisma and leadership. And Colin brings back a blood bag.
Well, one's okay.
And
I guess I'll.
and he shrugs and he whispers. He says, "I think the others got into it.
Great. Okay, well, I'm just gonna be hungry
We're
then.
gonna have to restock."
Okay. So I'm just gonna be a little hungry. Oh, except not that hungry because I'll take one. Okay. So that will give me one more die. Wait, you said leadership?
Yes. At this point, you're trying to will not just express yourself, but lead and guide them in a more commanding way.
And I'm gonna spend a will.
Okay. Good use of that.
And I got 2 successes.
Okay. So you can still feel her beast at this point, but like the way you compose that message and relay it to her. I mean, you hear her like trying to get it. She says, "All right, yes, ma'am, I can do that," and you get the impression she's nudging Jill, to try and get her to action. And you can see and hear this at this point, Damaris. Jill has gone full fetal. Like her beast at this point, with everything that she's gone through, she just absolutely cannot take it. And so at this point, despite the fact that Susan is visibly shaken, and Susan looks like, she's still up. They both look beaten up, so they may have gotten into some sort of fight or something on the way too. But she picks up Jill, tucks her head in so she's not looking at anything, and is just trying to run as best as she can through the along the ridge line of the top of the mountain to keep on the front. So what I want somebody to do, I will let you guys decide. Who is going to roll for Susan to see if she makes it out?
Not a.
It's only appropriate. I feel like I should. since I caused it in the first place. What do I need to roll for her?
Okay, so if it's going to be Rachel, then Rachel, at this point where she's at, you have 5 dice to her dexterity and athletics at this point. A fail, not a botch. A fail means that she stumbles, and there's a potential for the fire to overtake her. A botch means they fall into the fire.
I got 3.
You need a total of 3 rolls to make it out successfully.
All right, so the first one's 3.
Okay.
Wow, second one is 5.
Okay.
All right, and the last one, 2.
2. Okay. So you're watching her, and she's doing her best, just trying to keep up along the side. She's given the benefit of the helicopter who has a spotlight on her.
Mm.
And they're
On her or just like around her area?
On her.
Oh, this
God.
is terrible.
Yeah.
They spotted her as she's trying to run. No, it actually helps because she's able to see where she's going.
But now the police are.
But now they're on her tail.
Yeah. So that they end up getting down to they end up like running as fast as they can, and you can see that there's a paramedic waiting roughly where they're at as they're coming down the mountain. And she's she pauses before she goes, and she says to Sophie, Sophie, there are paramedics down here. What do I do? They've got a spotlight on us, so they know we're here.
Damaris?
Should I just go with them? I know this could be a masquerade thing.
Should they go with the EMTs?
Don't know. Like, do we have a contact at the hospital? I thought we did.
Not anymore.
Used to.
The EMTs are not. They're gonna run tests on it right now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, can I see from where they're at if there's an alternate path to avoid them?
I mean, there is, but they're on foot. If they run, they're going to try and circle back around to try and catch them. And there is a helicopter that has eyes on them as well.
Are they going to be a danger to the paramedics too?
Probably. They're probably very hungry.
So
fuck. Can I see if there's any like hiding places or any way that they could possibly lose the spotlight or the helicopter light at all? Because if anything, they could try to get to ground.
Not without putting them in risk of the fire. They would have to circle back at that point.
Can Remus go to the paramedics and persuade them to let them through?
Possibly, but he looks pretty fucked up too. They might admit him.
Why are you speaking about my body?
Because someone suggested that you go and talk to these paramedics to let Jill and Susan through without, basically just let them through without them having to load them up and take them with.
Remus?
I don't know what to do.
Remus, go awe them.
I'm kind of tired, but I could probably pull it. You'll owe me.
If you do it, you can go home.
If Damaris agrees to a boon, I'm good. I'll figure something out.
A boon?
What?
Basically, you want me to owe you a favor.
Well, yeah. That's how this works.
It is your child.
Minor.
Minor. I'm saving their life. Major, at least.
Technically, you're not really saving their life. I mean, they could just go with the ambulance and
They
go,
absolutely
but
could, yeah. But you,
And you can walk out of that car too.
they could try to detain you too. I mean, just saying.
well, I mean, I can take care of myself. Just well, now
I know
that
you
Remus
can.
is in control, but I could take care of myself.
No, I don't think. I mean, a major, no. Minor, yeah.
Oh well, I'm sure you can figure it out then.
He's not willing to do it.
Jordan, I think Henri at this point is just going to be frustrated listening to all this. And as low as I am on blood, I just want to leave and just go feed. And I'm like, I have done what I can do. I don't know what else to say. It just seems quite fuckerated at this
Fine.
point.
Sure.
I don't know what to say. I'm going to feed. I will meet you tomorrow night.
Henri marches off into the night after like half of what he said because of the way he's feeling. You got the gist, but there was some gibberish in there. It's just like there's just like his impatience mixed with his low blood. It's like and this and it's just like he wasn't even really fully. And then, but you basically got the gist because the end of it was him with that like slightly bent to his walk, going straight to the door and just shutting it and walking out.
He starts speaking in French halfway through.
Yeah.
It wasn't even French. It was sort of French. It was the frustrated French of like not even completely pronunciated words and just, it was getting in the way of his emotions. Basically what it came into, but he just marches off into the night. I will get you in a second, Henri.
I've got 4 humanity. I'm done with this. It's like
Sure.
Okay, can I try and persuade him over the phone?
Persuade who?
Remus or Benedict?
Absolutely. What are you going to try and persuade him with?
Let's do charisma and let's do expression because I'm not trying to lie to him. I'm just trying to say, look, this is
Sure.
in the best interest of the whole party.
Everybody, yeah.
And as soon as you get them, you can go home. And we are in a community and you are part of it.
Go ahead and make your roll and then tell me how you're explaining it.
Okay. Oh. 1 success.
All right. So take it away. Let me know how you explain this.
Benedict, look. It's been a long night.
You're telling me.
You are almost through it. You just need to pick up the prize. And then you can go home.
Wait, this is Sophie, right?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, I'll tell you what. New deal.
sexual favors.
You give me
Oh God.
5 pints of your blood. Obviously not at once. I'll do it.
You're really going to give him your blood, and I hear this when him saying this. That binds him to you, or you to him. Remember when I had to give you blood to revive you a while back? We were connected.
Yes.
That gives you a deeper connection to him.
I know it's a little bit creepy.
No.
Oh, you're going to want to do stuff for him.
I want it for feeding. I'm not a
Feeding.
Tremere. Remus at some point has had to tell you what exactly my feeding preference is.
Just do 1 a month.
Oh.
I think it's fair to say, of everyone in the city, you are by far the most gorgeous creature I've ever seen.
Ooh la la.
Or Damaris can owe me a major boon.
Hold
With the
on.
major boon has more consequences.
That mean that Remus would be bound to you if they
Yeah.
went and drank that?
Yeah. I
Funny
mean,
how that works, huh?
a lot.
Hmm.
Oh,
Like a
come
lot.
now. You know you want to control Remus more.
Oh, please.
Doesn't that
You
work
gotta
in both
not be a
directions?
factor here.
Of course not.
4.
4 and a date.
I'm
Oh
married.
God.
I didn't say sexual favors. What do you make me out to be? I am
Gotta
a
mute myself.
socialite. I am a ventru in this body.
So he wants you as arm candy.
I have events that I want to go to.
You know, you think you take one down, but they're fucking cockroaches. They just keep coming back. Son of a bitch.
What about 3 blood and 2 dates for a social event?
What is
For a social event.
You got a pimp already.
Would be amenable to such a thing.
Look, I'm
Besides,
trying to
didn't
reduce your
you-
blood connection.
Didn't you have something with this Luke person? I mean, you've worked these sort of deals before. Why the hesitancy? And Colin's just kind of standing there tapping his feet like, Not really saying anything, just like almost kind of like Robert De Niro in it, like
Four pints of blood and 1 date?
no, I kind of like the 3 and 2.
Sorry, Sophie.
I'm much more amenable to.
Platonic dates.
Again, there is nothing sexual about this.
He wants you as his arm candy.
Have you not been to a Toreador? Well, never mind. You're an anarch. Of course you haven't been to a
Fine.
Toreador salon.
Fine. Just do it. We'll discuss the details later.
Agreed. Damaris, would you do me a favor and drive me at least into the direction of wherever these individuals are, and I'll take care of it.
I'm just gonna look at
We're
Colin.
already
and give him
close.
a really like apologetic look.
And he's just kind of shrugs. So while he is taking care of that, obviously Henri isn't able to get very far. He's on foot, but the persistence of his walk and the determination of his anger at the whole situation, it makes it at a decent clip. Just got that kind of. Have you ever seen Dr. Detroit with Dan Aykroyd?
Doctor.
Okay, yeah. So in the very beginning of the film, that power jog sort of thing that he's doing, you're moving it about like that. You're just like, dunk, 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 just like trying to work through half. Part of it is trying to work through half your rage. The other part of it is trying to find a target to take it out on,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Just to absolutely murderify them. And as
I'm
you
gonna go off the street at some point, and then when I find somebody at
the downside to the neighborhood that you're in is it's remote on this side of town.
Oh, I'll take a dog. I don't care.
Okay, so as you just pick some random house, you end up finding a we'll say a large sized dog. Give me another self-control check, difficulty 8 at this point.
Jeez. I have
Well,
3
that's-
successes. I have an 8, 9, 10.
Okay,
It's awesome.
so you just hop the fence in one singular motion. Dog, of course, is barking, and you just don't even hesitate.
Okay.
You drain that poor pooch of 2 points,
Okay.
and as the lights are coming on to the house, at this point, and at this point you're like you're already a mile away. And as the lights are coming on in the house and whatnot, you can hear like, what the hell's going on out there? Because the dog obviously yelped when he bit down. Someone comes out from the house. You can tell that there's somebody else in there. There's like a silhouette from the side door, and they come out with a double-barreled shotgun. As you are, I mean, you're like right here like this with the dog still in your mouth. You're still very feral about it. I'm kind of like looking up at the dog, just like laying there limp.
God, I look horrible.
Yeah. When somebody appears in front of you,
Why is the Prime Minister of Canada eating our dog?
In between you and the person with the shotgun. And the way the light is shining, there's just a complete silhouette of the frame, but it's kind of slender looking. You're not sure like what it was. And this person in a very feminine voice says, "You do not want to do that. Put the gun away. There's nothing for you to see." And he's just like, "Yeah, there's nothing for me to see. That was just the neighbor's dog." And he's just like, we're going to go inside. And the woman's like, what the hell are you talking about? And she's like, go back inside. It's game night. There's nothing for you to see here. And she's like, oh, yeah, sure enough. Okay, well, not a big deal. So she just kind of goes back in, and they just leave the door open. And she turns around, looking right at her, and it is Ekaterina.
Nice.
In a very flowing outfit, and she's looking at you, and she says, "Henri, a dog. Shame on you." And she just motions to the house.
I'm going to feed you. Is this what you suggest? I have encountered a werewolf tonight,
Of course, and you've worked up an appetite.
Oh yes,
I believe they are Italian. Do you enjoy Italian?
I enjoy Italian. It's a bit spicy, but it's something I will enjoy. Ekaterina, mademoiselle, I thank you very much.
Okay, and you walk in, and she follows you, and and oddly enough, they go and just sit down in front of the TV, and they don't even pay the least bit of attention that you're there. They're just like, they're just like talking amongst themselves in kind of a monotone way, like they're not in their right mind, but they're completely spacing out everything else that's around
them. Do they recognize that? They acknowledge my presence when I walk into the family room?
Yeah.
I'm like,
and you just walk up. They don't take any heed to the way you look whatsoever, or the fact because you don't have your mask up at this point, so you look like you, and you get the blood all over you. And they're just like, "Oh, hello." And the guy's like, "Would you like a chip?"
Actually, monsieur, if you could come to the kitchen with me, I would like to get the beer. I would like a nice. Do you have the Bud Light? I would think that would be nice.
Oh, we're a PBR kind of place here.
Oh,
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The PBR. I would like the PBR.
Absolutely, my man. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Oh, Remus. My name is Remus.
How are you doing, Remus? I am so sorry. It's been really tough at the office, lately. I know you were the only guy who came down from the football pool and whatnot. But yeah. Let's crack a couple brews.
I understand.
And while you're doing this, Ekaterina's just watching with a smile.
So I'm going to escort him off to the kitchen and just small talk away in there. Oh, this PBR, I like the flavor. It's very good. I like this.
Give me another self-control check. Difficulty 7.
I have 2 successes.
Okay. So feeding and killing the dog, you're fine. In a sense of like you're in control. The beast isn't like controlling you or anything. You're not primal about it, but I mean, he could be leather.
I'm just thinking at this point, like I want to take him away from the wife because I don't know how she's going to react to me feeding off of him. So that's why just trying to separate him into the other room at this point.
Sure.
So
he reaches into the fridge and pulls out, 2 beers, grabs one for himself, gives one to you.
How much can you feed off of somebody before they have to be hospitalized?
Do you have any medicine?
I have 1.
Why don't you give me an intelligence and medicine check? See if this is something you've really cared about. It's possible you've run into it before, otherwise you may have just fed.
I have a 9 and a 10. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Okay, so I got 2 successes.
From intelligence and medicine?
Yeah, I have 3 in intelligence, 1 medicine.
Okay. You can get 2 probably safely. If you go any more than that, then you're putting them at a serious health risk. Why don't you give me a wits and alertness check?
I'm trying to see if I even care at this point. I'm hungry. Wits alertness, I have 1 success.
Okay. You're not too sure where, but Ekaterina is missing.
She could obfuscate it. I don't know if she's setting me up for failure or if I don't know if I even think about that. I just think at this point, it's just the 2 of them in the house and I'm hungry. I have the man. I'm going to drain him. I would think I would, because I need to heal and I'm down 7 blood and I need to heal 4. So I need 11. So
you're going to drain him dry?
I think I would drain him dry.
Okay. So you just bite down and start chugging. Go ahead and erase a humanity point.
Oh shit. Okay. All right, down 3.
And as you come, as you finish, I mean, he's just like laying it, but he made no resistance whatsoever to you.
Okay.
Like when you went to bite him, he's like, and you just chomp down on him. And as you finish up,
how much do you have to ghoul?
Huh?
How do you ghoul somebody?
Well, you have to give him a point of your blood.
Yeah, but if I take 10 from him, I can give him one of mine.
That would make him a vampire.
How much do I have to take from him in order to ghoul him?
You need to take like 1, perhaps, or nothing, and just give him a point.
All right, I think I'm draining him off.
Okay, so as you finish draining him, Ekaterina comes from around the corner. She's just taking a little towelette and dampening her mouth, and she's looking down at you, and she says, "Again, Henri, you are of finer stature. Why are you so bestial with your?"
It has been a while.
And she tosses you a towel. She says, "Clean up."
I go to clean up. So, how much do I get from him, by the way? So, like,
you're full.
Am I able to heal as well, or?
Well, yeah, from full, you would need whatever you need to heal, but some of it is aggravated. So if you've used the lotion, you can now heal that damage as lethal.
Okay, so I fill up, and then I have to spend 4 to heal what I had. Then, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm just down 4 at this point. All right. So I stand up, I wipe my face off, I do Mask of 1,000 Faces, and I become the man. And I just say, it makes sense. Does it not?
What makes sense? Just feeding from the humans?
Well, it's one step above cattle, we may say.
Well, of course. You have to do it with a little bit more class, but you have the right idea.
It's been a while. I usually take 1 or 2 per night, but tonight has been a very crazy evening.
I fully believe that. I think your little bonfire has made the news.
How did you know where I was for you to follow to here?
And she laughs. Henri, I've always known.
Ekaterina, you and I were supposed to go on a little excursion one evening sometime soon. That was part of our.
Of course we were. The car is waiting outside.
Well, I think maybe I should let my friends know that I am going to go. That I'm okay.
Henri,
then-
I wouldn't do that, and they wouldn't understand you killing an entire family just to slate your thirst. So come. Why don't you see the finer side of life?
Come to the dark side.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're getting lured in by fancy talk.
Well, we've got a history too. I mean, I wanted a history with her anyway, so it's I straightened myself up. I I don't want to be this man. You know what? I'm gonna go back to Trudeau again. I'm gonna become Trudeau, and I'm like, all right.
Okay.
If we are going to go on a date, maybe this is a better visage for me to appear. Yes, I would love to escort you to wherever we shall go.
As Trudeau.
Well,
Not that I particularly care. This would only be the second sighting of Prime Minister of Ashland.
maybe it is a bad choice. I like the man. The man is very nice. He's very diplomatic.
Then by
I'll go
all,
Marcel
then
Marcel.
Henri,
I'll go that one.
Henri, who am I to deny you that pleasure? If you
Well,
so
no,
wish
no.
to be this human, by all means.
No, you are correct. The last time I did this, it caused a problem. So I will. Marcel is less known. I'll go with that. So I just changed Marcel.
Okay.
Is this a better? Less heads will turn.
It is whatever you wish it to be. That's how that works.
Ah.
And so she motions for you to follow her out the door.
Oh, mademoiselle. Yeah.
So and as you exit, waiting on the other side of that fence, which is now open, obviously, you see a Spanish-looking man with long hair, kind of I don't want to say dusty, but not prime-looking clothing. He works for a living, is a good way to put it. Very pale. Standing next to him is a athletic build female, but gray skin, wings and a tail, horns kind of coming off, sort of thing. Yes. And she, she looks to the others and she says, Antonio, the Henri here will be joining us in Portland for a little bit. He is to be shown courtesy, but he is to be shown the finer side. He's like, all right, we can do that.
What was his name?
Antonio.
And that's the working man, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys forgot she was the prince now, right?
Archbishop.
Archbishop. Oh.
I didn't forget, but she is not supposed to be here.
Mm-mm.
And
Okay.
we will end tonight
She
as
it
Henri drives off with the mountainous fire on his left, and the lights of Portland in his view.
Mm-mm. Oh my goodness.
Not surprised.
Wow.
It's awesome.
This is terrible.
It's awesomely terrible. I mean,
I mean, at least nobody died.
True, and we have half a
Our
forest
best
now.
And as Henri nearly
so-
completes his journey to the dark side.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll meet you there.
I mean, journey. He makes people bags. He He's just been drafted. That's the thing.
You sure
He's on
have.
the Seattle Seahawks of evil.
I love the Oregon Ducks. They taste so good.
Yep, he's not a part of the Legion of Boom, the Legion of Cain. Uh-oh. All right, so we'll go ahead and call it there. That's a good 2 hours and 47-ish minutes into the game. So great game. Glad you guys had fun. Some twists and turns there, but kudos on saving the children. That was looking pretty harrowing there.
Yep.
That was a very creative solution, team.
Yeah, actually, there a lot of turns I didn't expect. I did not expect you guys to turn to Remedic to try and negotiate. I liked that.
I mean, all I have is awe, and I have dread gaze. I can't exactly persuade people.
Awe is what would do it.
Is it? I thought that just enamored people to you. That's it. Not
Yep.
gets them to do what you want them to do necessarily.
That's how you talk them into getting what you want to do, unless you're trying to force them to do it through, dominate.
Sorry,
I'm
Sophie.
not
You have
trying.
three blood points and 2 dates to deal with, and I'm sorry in advance for that.
Sorry,
Because I
not
could have
sorry.
done the awe then.
I love the fact that on these are like, try this, call this, do this. Okay, it's good. It's still not taking. Okay, fuck, I'm done. So it's like,
I mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got a big old target on my back, though. That werewolf. Not happy.
All right. Well, so
I'm super mad
Could
none of our contacts came through. This was their problem.
well, there's obviously more to find out. You don't know what's going on.
yeah.
could Benedict have
Bad.
texted Jeeves and be like, "Please get more blood. I am so hungry."
Oh yeah, no. In fact, I mean, he didn't even go to the van. He called his people to go get it taken care of.
The van?
That's what. Yeah, the paramedic.
Oh.
He's got all.
Okay.
He has all those retainers now, so he's just like, yeah, go get this taken care of, and bring me some good clothing. That's what
Oh,
Avenger would do.
okay.
He doesn't even have
Well.
to. He didn't even have to show up.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna go and be like, "Hey, everybody, ignore the gaping hole in my chest."
Yeah, literally, that's what I
Yeah.
thought too. So
No.
that's why I said
True
he
power
looks
of the
like he's been
Ventru
through
is
it.
the people they control.
Yep. See, there you go, Dale. That's exactly what it is.
I didn't think about that.
He negotiated for skills you guys knew he had, and just let his minions do it. It's like, yeah, go get it taken care of. I'm gonna get a date or two,
Well, the last thing I wanted to owe him was a boon in the first place.
and
Yeah.
that's fair.
Hey, you don't have a boon to him at least. Just a couple of dates to show off. And, a couple blood points.
Now we're gonna
Tereus
see-
didn't do anything to deserve this.
I gotta see
Yeah.
if I follow the path of Luke Skywalker and follow the dark side, and you guys are able to get me back out again.
Maybe, who knows?
Wait, when was Henri? When was Henri on the good side? Like, as far as we know, like you've always been a serial killer, right?
I mean, he's been hanging around with Damaris, so.
Well, he's been a serial killer for good
300
sort of,
years.
like in a Dexter type fashion, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's 259 years old. When he was 8, he was killing children. So,
Dang.
well, he started off killing
Yeah.
cats and dogs, and then accidentally killed one person and got away with it. And then,
So he really is a sociopath.
How are you not
Oh,
the
yeah.
bot?
How was your
And now
humanity?
you guys have answered your own question as to why Ekaterina even kept tabs on him.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
He's already got the dark side she's
I
just
was-
trying to bring out.
Exactly.
Okay, well, he might learn a few things.
yeah, my father brought me
When
to
you
the
said
forest
that-
for about a decade and tried to straighten me out. So, like the way Dexter's dad worked with Dexter, that's how my father worked with me. Henry's father worked with him, and then, yeah, bad things. He kept on meeting bad people. So,
Yikes.
So our next game then
What a-
is going to be June 25th.
Should be good.
yes.
Okay, cool. So our next game will be June 25th. Stay tuned because tomorrow night is going to be Modern Age Heroes, our superhero game, coming up on the 12th. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll have, I think, almost everybody for it. And we're good. So thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys enjoy the night. If you guys have any questions for me, stick around, and we'll call from there. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Au revoir. Enchanté.